aha, I have found it. I have found the golden ticket. I have found the missing piece. I feel good. On November 1st and 2nd, Mercury is going to be making some pretty important aspects. It's going to place a lovely little bow on our Mercury retrograde story. And I know Mercury stationed direct 2 weeks ago, so we feel like it's long gone. However, Mercury is going to be repeating some aspects that we've been playing with since the end of September. So Mercury has been squaring off with Pluto. We know that Mercury is stationed in a square to Pluto that has unearthed a lot of emotions, feelings, stories from the past for us to review and reprocess and perceive with a different lens. Also, Mercury has been repeating a trine to Jupiter. This has been going on since September 20th, and then we saw a repeat at the beginning of October for both of these aspects, on October 1st and 3rd to be precise. And Jupiter has offered that silver lining, the perspective, the ability to see it with a broader lens, the ability to extract more meaning and purpose from some of these more challenging Plutonian storylines that have unearthed themselves. So now that Mercury has had its chance to slow down, to backtrack, to review, to revisit, to reprocess, to, in my world, renovate, this is an opportunity for Mercury to review and to kind of come to completion with this story. So on the 1st, Mercury is going to trine Jupiter, so we get a boost and upliftment, and it's also a ton of curiosity. It's a very brainy aspect too, the desire to learn, the desire to discover, the desire to read, or to just like expand one's understanding or perspective, just to kind of take a big step back. So there could be pieces of information that are really helpful, kind of helping to complete the unfinished puzzle, so to speak. On the 2nd, Mercury is going to square Pluto. And this is, again, a level of intensity, but we've done the unearthing. So this is going to be following in the same story. So the same story that we've been processing and working with. Now we're going to dig a little bit deeper and we are going to strike gold. We are going to strike gold because Pluto governs the underworld, where there's all kinds of richness of soil, minerals, and all the heroes, by the way, they have to go to the underworld in order to discover themselves, to discover that inner strength, to discover that elixir of perseverance and the will to overcome. And it's like you have to go there and face your demons in order to really find your truest source of strength. There's something about humility and vulnerability that is an integral part of the story here, which is a whole other deep dive. But there's something about acknowledging our wounds, acknowledging the thing that makes us human, and acknowledging these various struggles as sources of wisdom and endurance, even though there's all the hard stuff too that can come with that isn't necessarily preferable, but it's those things that build the kind of character that we wouldn't otherwise have. So there's something with this final Mercury square to Pluto that is like, here's the gold. Here's the gold I needed. So there's something we're finishing. There's something we're wrapping up. And there's something very powerful about this alchemical process. And I say alchemical not in a light way at all, because Pluto is the planet of death and rebirth. It's a planet of evolution. And Mercury, Trismegistus, thrice great. There's something about going through these various phases. And Mercury is the magician. Mercury is the alchemist. So there is something that has shifted our perspective, that has empowered us in a new way. So I hope that this aspect is really powerful for you. I hope it's very illuminating for you, and I hope it's very affirming for you. And that was your final Mercury retrograde story, astrology shot of the day. Thank you so much for joining me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine, or visit me at my website where you can book your next reading, and I look forward to discussing your chart with you in more detail.